Today, we're digging into a conversation that challenges conventional wisdom in pipeline integrity. You've probably heard this before. Pipeline failures are on the decline. And that's technically true. Internal corrosion-related failures have dropped steadily since 2008, according to data from the Alberta Energy Regulator. But here's the question. Are we seeing fewer failures because we're doing a better job managing corrosion, or is there something else at play? Let's look at the numbers. In 2023, the reported failure count was only 40% of what it was in 2008. That sounds like progress. But if you align that decline with pipeline utilization trends, you'll see the same 60% drop. And that changes the narrative completely. Why? Because it suggests the decrease in failures isn't necessarily due to improved integrity management, but simply because fewer pipelines are being used. Now, this might feel counterintuitive. After all, production in Western Canada is at record highs, but that's where the shale gas revolution comes in. Unlike traditional development, which relied on widespread pipeline networks connecting scattered wellheads, shale production consolidates multiple wells at single pads. This drastically reduces the length of pipeline needed per barrel of production. So yes, more production, but with less pipe. This shift means traditional pipeline infrastructure is increasingly sitting idle. And when a pipeline isn't flowing, it's not failing, at least not in a way that shows up on annual stats. To get a clearer picture, we need to move beyond absolute failure counts and start measuring failures per 1,000 kilometers of actively used pipeline. That's the true benchmark for integrity performance. And when we do that, the story becomes more sobering. The normalized failure rate hasn't improved as dramatically as we thought. That calls into question how effectively we're applying our corrosion inhibitors, how well our inspection programs are focused, and whether our mitigation dollars are being spent where they matter most. Many operators are following regulatory frameworks focused on compliance, box checking instead of outcome driving. And while that helps ensure baseline safety, it can also obscure performance gaps. We may be over-monitoring low-risk assets and under-managing the 20% of pipelines with the highest probability of failure. To change that, we need a more sophisticated approach. We need to classify corrosion risk accurately using fluid modeling tools like OlgaS and PipeSim. Account for detrimental well behaviors with data platforms like TRIAGE by AbaData. Integrate utilization metrics into integrity dashboards. And most of all, build a culture that prioritizes performance over compliance. This is how we shift from reactive integrity management to a proactive, precision-focused strategy. This is how we stop chasing lagging indicators and start leading with insight. Thanks for joining me on this deeper look into pipeline performance metrics. As always, I invite you to share your thoughts and keep pushing the conversation forward. Until next time, stay informed, stay sharp, and keep questioning the numbers.